Hi Virgos, welcome to your next 3 months reading. We're going to look at July, August, September for the next 3 months. What I'm going to do is one card per each area. So if you're not someone who likes to watch the process, there is timestamps below in the video description so you can jump ahead to each chapter and receive your messages. So we're just going to go ahead and shuffle and get our cards in each area. The areas we're going to look at are your home environment, so that's your two main environments, so where you're splitting the majority of your time. So we're going to look at those environments for you. We're going to look at yourself, your inner self, sort of where your head and heart are focused on. We're going to connect in with the angels and talk about a current wish and see how they're helping you and sort of what's the status update on that wish. We're going to come into this lower row here and talk about something that you already expect in this 3 month period. Could just be a mindset that you're in or something you're actually looking forward to or that you already know that's coming up. Then we're going to talk about something you don't expect. That's just the angels helping to prepare you for something, someone, situation. And then we're going to finish off with a little peek ahead, you know, based on the current path that you're headed down. What's kind of sure to come true. There might be opportunity for you to change that. We'll see, you know, that might be why they're bringing it up, or it's more of like motivation, kind of keep going. You know, you're almost there. The wish is, you know, coming true if you continue forging forward, right? Interesting. I don't usually pick off the top of the deck like that. All right. And now we'll just get some charms. I've asked the angels to only give me 1 or 2, but for this last group of readings, they've been doing more, but they've discarded a lot. So we'll see here. We'll see here what they're going to give us. And my dog wants attention during your reading for some reason. I just moved my thumb because I was just giving them some help here. You can't see it, but he's doing everything he can to be in my eye shot. Like he's trying to lock eyes with me, my dog. So either I've been reading too long and now he's just gotten impatient. I'm going to move the head of the horse down. I didn't feel like it was supposed to move, drop onto that one. I want to see if it wants to drop here. I'm just going to move this down because I don't think it wasn't supposed to go there. I truly do feel that. Okay, this is also the first time that they discarded all the charms first and then we put it out. So we've got kind of a new start here, kind of some good luck on a new start. I'm just going to tune in here. Some kind of change in perspective needed. Some quick urgency on changing your perspective in order for your wish here to come true. And then we've got some transformation you're expecting, some changes or change. All right. And we've got a strong connection coming in here with some miracles. Starting with your 2 home environments, Virgos, there's socialization gatherings. Maybe right now one of your 2 main environments are hosting environments, or this could be, if it's a professional environment, this can just be work socialization during the next 3 months. I'm Canadian, so the weather's nicer during these 3 months, so there's a lot more taking lunch together, you know, having drinks together, just kind of enjoying the weather together. So you may not be hosting, but you may be participating in a lot of kind of social events connected to your 2 main environments here. But there's some luck here, some new luck here with this new start, this new addition to your home. So if it's a work, it could be a sudden promotion, it could be just an increase in wage, so a good luck here on a positive review resulting in promotion and wage increase. Or there's some luck here in starting something new, starting something fresh here, welcoming something new to your homes. Okay. I'm really enjoying this playfulness, this fresh energy. Maybe that's the newness. Maybe you've got some fresh energy around you, some revitalization. Maybe you have added a new pet or a new family member, and they're reinvigorating that environment for you, that space. Or, you know, it's the promotion here, the top up, right, and salary, or just the socialization. I was saying, like going out for drinks or for lunch. It could just be the season. You know, this could be your favorite season of the year, Virgos, and you're just enjoying it. So there's a lot of quiet enjoyment here in both your environments. And maybe that's what's new. Maybe, you know, you being happy in both homes environments. Maybe that's new to you. There's some good luck there on that. Yourself, so focusing in on you. You seem to be, or you think you're in a standstill. This is also a happy place. I'm kind of being drawn to that. Maybe that's why this is a new start. So you just standing still and being happy, maybe that's new to you. Maybe that's why I'm getting this newness. You know, maybe Virgo, you've just finally realized, or you're at least connecting into, for the next 3 months, a slower pace that brings you happiness. You know, just slowing down. Maybe it's slowing down after a chaotic start to the year. The first 6 months were so now you're allowing yourself and making the decision to just kind of stay in place here. So we have change in perspective and abundance, and the step kind of forward, which on top of the sandal looks like the same pattern, looks like a bunch of grapes. I don't know if your headspace is already pre-planning, like maybe this review is coming up, or maybe your manager has told you, you know, starting September, whatever, this starts. But you're focused in on, what am I going to do with this new abundance, this new wealth? Like you're sitting and pausing and thinking about it now, but you're kind of planning what to do with this new abundance. I don't know why you're planning to kind of use it and spend it already. Yeah, see, you're kind of, you know, you're at your dock here, and you're already kind of moving forward, you know, the next 3 months here, July, August, September, when you come to this opening. So where are you going beyond these next 3 months? That's really where your head's at. You're like, look who I am. You know, I pulled the sword out of the stone here, right? You're now the king. You know, I claimed the next level of me here. So where am I going? So maybe that's why you're kind of daydreaming up here, you know, planning what to do next, changing your perspective, you know, what goal do I go after now? Where does my path take me? So with yourself, we have change your perspective with the group of grapes. Then with your heart's wish, we have change your perspective with the glasses here. With the urgency, with my fireman charm here. But this is also heat, anger. So I don't know if you need to release a grudge, release some emotions, release something that happened to you in the past in order to move forward, in order for this heart's wish to happen, to come to fruition. But there's something that you need to look at and let go. Look at and move forward from. Remember but move forward, you can forgive but not forget, kind of thing. Yeah, your angel here has kind of run out of steam, right? There's no water in the cup. Even the rider, even you've run out of steam. Maybe it was a challenge, a challenging time for you to finally earn this movement. Maybe this new addition. If this was an adoption of a pet or a child, that's a long process, right? But maybe that's why you've got this energy here. You've got this fresh energy that you can tap into. You got a new horse that you can jump on. Jump on the next wish. Get on the next horse. So here's your angels. So the orca whale here is the soul coming in to visit you. Your soul coming in to visit you and give you some knowledge and some wisdom. Look at all the water it's bringing to fill the cup to give nourishment to you and your horse. So there's 2 cards now that are asking you to look back, change perspective. So do some inner work these next 3 months, all about looking back in order to change your perspective, to reinvigorate yourself. Give yourself the energy that you're lacking here. Refuel yourself for these 3 months. Maybe that's also why you're at a pause, a repose, a standstill. Just kind of settle into your role, or just sit quietly and enjoy your summer and look forward to the review that's coming up, or the introduction of something new to your home that is incoming. But you do have to kind of change your emotional state of mind here. In order for your wish to come true, you got to kind of get out of this tired kind of funk that you seem to be slipping into. Coming down to our bottom row, so what you expect is a pretty significant change to family or your wealth center, your legacy, your home environment. A major change is what you expect. Well, we have major change, right? Death. I'm just quiet because I'm tuning into sort of the story here they're giving me with the bunny rabbits here. It's more of like being sent away. That's how I'm feeling. Kind of we saw here with the boats, right? Being pushed out of the nets. Maybe that's what it is for some of you Virgos. Maybe you're actually setting off for the first time. You're heading out. Maybe that's the newness. But there is a significant change on your home environment as they're drawing me up to the sun here on the castle. It is going to result in more peaceful times. He's bringing in the flag, showing everybody that peaceful times ahead. And this is what you're expecting. Like I said, you're expecting a significant change that's going to impact home. And we saw it right here in the cards. Same message. This could be you delegating as well. Maybe that's what you're expecting. You're expecting to be someone who's in this authoritative position in one of these 2 environments or in both environments, because people are listening to you here, right? They're looking up to you. Like I said, this could be the children that you're bringing in or the new pet, right? Everything's kind of here. I'm not going to discount that my dog is driving me insane right now, my little chihuahua. I don't know, so he gets jealous anytime I say bunny rabbits. My mom, his grandma, has rabbits. And ever since we were like, oh, the bunnies are so cute, he's been jealous. I don't know if there's going to be some jealousy that you're expecting to deal with out of this newness. It could be you're expecting colleagues to maybe gossip and be envious and jealous of you. Or you're going to have to manage the introduction of the new pet, the new family member. You're kind of expecting that as well, because it is a significant change, right? So you're expecting to not only have this positive change for you, but that you're going to have to navigate maybe some jealousy, some envy feelings down here. What you don't expect is the circus. There's a lot of calmness in your reading so far, but what you don't expect is sort of this upcoming circus, this upcoming moment of what might feel like chaoticness. Let's see why you're getting some chaos here. Okay. So I think maybe the chaos is coming from endings of connections. Maybe coming back. Maybe that's why I paused here for so long on the rabbit story. If these are colleagues or friends that are envious, maybe they just can't get over those feelings, but you're able to move forward, right? They'll rejoin you at a future date and time if they're meant to stay a connection or in your life. So I think what you don't expect, so you do expect maybe the gossiping and the jealousy. What you don't expect is maybe some lack of support. Maybe that's where the chaos is coming from. Maybe you thought you would be much more supported, much more congratulated even. Maybe your expectations here are that everybody's going to be applauding for you and proud of you, but they're not. I don't know why they're turning away from you here. That is always a sign that someone is no longer in your energy anymore. Like that's, if a friend can't be supportive and would rather be jealous and envious of you, then they're no longer in that friend space for you. I'm pausing because now they're drawing me into her lab coat and the white. As soon as I started to lean into the card, the swan card, it was the white. Maybe you don't expect also some chaos here at home. A tent is a sense of home or an environment for me is you're gonna have to kind of remedy it. You're gonna have to kind of step in here and be the solution, the professional, the doctor here. It's like you don't expect that you're gonna have to lean into that aspect of you. It's like I'm already a leader, right? I've already taken on a new responsibility here. I pulled the sword, so I have this glow up. I'm a bit tired, but I'm gonna reinvigorate myself because I expected this change. But what I don't expect is, sort of this second hat that you're gonna have to play, the second role that you're gonna have to play here. This caregiver, right? The person with the answers, the remedy, the solution. Okay, I'm going back to caregiver because needles here. So I don't know if some of you, there's going to be some news in the home base that will cause a little bit of chaos and conflict because you need to update your schedule to maybe be there to give medication or take medication at a specific time to be a caregiver. Maybe you have to be home at a specific time now. I wish that's going to come true. Well, not necessarily wish, just something that will come true, an event, something that's going to transpire, I should say, in your life based on where you're headed right now in these 3 months. So looking ahead, we do have this miracle related to a relationship, a significant relationship to you, a deep love bond. This is lover, family member, best friend, the mentor, right? Anybody that you have a deep connection with here. A miracle is going to happen related to either your connection, a miracle in the sense that you will get this connection if you're currently lacking that connection, Virgo. Maybe it's a replacement, right? We saw some friends walking away here, so maybe it's a replacement of a better friend. If you lose one best friend, you're going to gain a newer, better one, but it's a miracle that's incoming here. It's a magical moment, a serendipitous crossing a path, a fated meeting of people. Well, we have the lighthouse, you know, calling you to not miss this sign. Don't miss this chance meeting. It's probably going to happen at some kind of upcoming social gathering. You're going to be out somewhere, out in public. But see how she's sitting with her arms crossed? And they have the lighthouse paired with that. Like, don't miss this chance meeting. Don't be disengaged. There was another group that I did a reading that they had same message. I'm just looking at my notes here. Leo, the angels didn't want them to miss a chance connection. So maybe you also have Leo in your signs, in your chart. Or maybe the Leo is your chance connection and you for them, Virgo. You know, Leos and Virgos here coming together. So don't kind of sit on the sideline here. That's really the message. They want you to engage. So if you are in any kind of environment where it's you plus, right? You're watching your child play soccer. You're grocery shopping. There's this big flashing sign here. You know, the lighthouse, it's the flashing beam, right? Look here, come this way. You know, it calls you to shore, to safety. This person, this connection is going to offer you safety, shelter, love, miracles. That's what I'm saying. This is a chance connection. So what will come true is you're going to cross paths. It's up to you, your free will, to make the connection come true. You know, make that connection. So let's check in next month and we'll look ahead to those 3 months. We'll see if that chance connection or chance meeting happened in July. If not, we'll see if it's going to happen in August, September, October, wherever it is. We'll kind of look at that. And we'll also check back in on this home environment kind of story where we started. And maybe this dual role that you might have to step into here, Virgo. So yeah, let's connect and we'll chat next month.